Hey, how you doing, guys? Sergio with 1111 in Media. Well, today I'm gonna talk to you guys about influencers. How to work with influencers. They're becoming very popular, but at the same time, is becoming a new problem. A new problem has been created, and everyone thinks it's an influencer. See, they have 5,000 followers, and boom, I'm an influencer. So how to deal with them, how to take advantage of those influencers, and how to work with them, and how to pay them, right? How you can measure or how they can for you, for your brand, for your business, how to know if it's worth the investment or not, right? So I have some tips for you guys today about that influencers. If any of you guys that are watching this video is an influencer, you guys feel free to comment if I'm right or not. In my experience in the agency, we have an advertising agency. That's how we work. One, and you have to make sure there's a real influencer, right? But what makes people an influencer, right? Because you can have entertainers, right? People that do memes, or people that have a lot of traffic, but there's no one person, they just a page, or the influencer that make jokes and videos and all that stuff to entertain people, right? So people share their content. So that's just one kind of influencer. The other kind of influencer is the one that provides information, the how-to videos, right? How to do things. Hispanic and Latino community in the best possible way. So that is my give back to the community, right? Show you guys how to do it and the difference between the Hispanic community and general market. But anyway, let's say you want to work with Hispanic influencer, and first of all, you have to find out if he's a real influencer, what kind of influencer is, and most important is what kind of influencer do you need, right? So entertainment, how-to videos, people that does only reviews, right? There's people that review products, services, and all those things. Other kind of influencer is the community influencer, the ones that is involved in the community, the ones is have followers in the community locally, right? So that is other kind of influencer. What else? Well, there's different kind of influencers. Depends on your product or your service. You have to find out who is the influencer that you need. As soon as you find out who the influencer or what kind of influencer do you need, second is a real influencer. There is a lot of tricks in the digital world where they can look like they're big, they have a lot of followers, but I'm gonna give you a tip. Go to every single social media, because you have to do your homework, man. You can't just say someone is an influencer, and when they go live in Facebook, they have 5 people watching. See, that's not an influencer. So find out, one, if they have enough followers, right? They have likes, they have all this stuff. But the most important thing is, do they engage with their content? That is a key factor. Make sure and read and take your time to understand, not to see if their followers are engaging with him, right? If they have comments, and what kind of comments, and that's what you have to do. Second, okay, they have comments. Let's say this guy is popular, they have 50,000 followers, and people talk to him. where their followers at. See, so let's say you have a really nice looking guy, that does business reviews or whatever, but all the followers are spread around the world. See, that is a problem, because if you're a local business, right? Unless you're Coca-Cola, of course, you don't need to be locally, but you don't have a specific marketing campaign. But make sure that these followers, they want to help you out. See, they live in your area. See, they want to be able to consume, buy, or acquire your product or service. So make sure those two things, they're essential. Do they engage? And where they live, right? And most of the influencers, they want to be the real influencers, they want to be able to give you the data. And the other thing is how to pay them, right? Most of them, the ones that are experts, those that for living, they already know how much. And they're going to ask you a couple things. They're going to ask you what kind of service or product do you have, what do you expect, and sometimes they're going to ask you how much money you have, right? Because there's, most of the influencers are young, and they just want to work. You make your numbers. Don't be afraid to throw the numbers. Don't be afraid to tell them what company do you have, what product do you want to promote, blah blah blah. Be open with them. Throw the information, and let's see how we what he came up with. And when you give a price, let's say, hey man, I'm gonna charge you $5,000 per post. Okay, what kind of post? What can I expect? And make sure that it's gonna be worth. But most important is, what do you expect from the influencer, right? What kind of communication? Be very specific, because I've been working with talents, I've been working with influencers, and I give them ABC instructions to them, and they have a persona, they have a character that they have to follow, and sometimes they just get out of the lines that you give them, the copy points and the selling proposition that you have, and they end up sending people to another branch, another country or whatever, and they don't just get it, right? Don't expect they being smart. So be very specific. This is what I want. This is how much I can afford, and this is what I expect. This is where we are. This is how we make money. And if you bring me, 100 impressions and couple sales, it's gonna be a successful campaign. So he may know if it's doable or not. Now, don't try to tell them how to do it, because if they are influencers, they have followers and they expect something from him, right? His persona. If you're trying to change them or trying to make them do something that they don't usually do, most of the time your campaign is gonna fail, and it's not gonna be your fault or the influencer fault. Is what you guys try to do, the event. See. So that is some tips. When you work with influencers, and make sure it aligns to your objective. Try it. With influencers it's hard, because, like I said, everyone thinks it's influencer now. Someone did a funny video and he got 1,000 likes, and boom, they feel that they can keep doing it forever. But most importantly, make sure so influencers are good, endorsement are good, sponsorship content, all the stuff is good. Just make sure that everything is in place and write it down first. Don't just call him, see a funny video. Oh my God, I want him to do a video for my company. Call him and do it, because you're gonna spend, a couple $1,000 if he's a good influencer, and you're gonna get zero back. And then, guess what's gonna happen? Oh, influencer doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Social media doesn't work for my business. So I hear that a lot. No, social media doesn't work. No, blah blah blah. And people actually have an experience when an attorney engaged with a conversation. He wanted like a favor or something, and you can't engage in social media, man. In social media is too tricky, because people have the power to say whatever they want, and if you engage, everyone will jump in. So, well, that's this other topic. Influencers, make sure you have the right one, the right price, the right content, the right followers, and make sure you really very specific. Do I really need this guy? And talk to them. They're gonna give you better advice. Maybe they know another influencer, right? So thank you so much, guys, for following me, watching my videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And what else? Well, you guys have questions on how to work with influencers and list of influencers. We in the agency, we have a list of all the influencers that we work with, and the ones that deliver, the ones doesn't. So anyway, you can tweet me, email me, find me in any social media with the hashtag Hispanic Influencer. Thank you so much. See you guys.